What is going on, guys? Welcome back. More commentary for you, Madden 20. And I'm going to talk about some good and some bad here. I'm going to show this to you at speed. There are some good things that happen, but my fear is with X Factor, it's also about a team. It's not just about one great player, and I think this play surmises that perfectly. So Cam Newton gets a run to the outside here, and one of the things that I want to focus on is how it's successful and why. So the blocking holds up relatively well. The coverage, I guess, unless you're Greg Olsen over here, who's got 3 players on him, is relatively fair. But one of the things that makes Cam Newton is his awareness and his presence for the most part when he's running, but also other players knowing, hey, we've got a great scrambling quarterback, let me help him. So let's isolate this player right here before the cut. If we could somehow have a game where they understood Cam Newton is running, and I'm just going to show you, if we move him down just a little bit, maybe he picks up the linebacker, maybe he doesn't, but he clears a running lane. This doesn't happen in Madden. It does happen in real life, but it doesn't happen in Madden. It causes that very sharp cut. So now Cam Newton really can't be Cam Newton. Cam Newton is every other rushing quarterback because this programming logic right here. Now, to that point, the game doesn't register from a defensive standpoint how to handle rushing quarterbacks very well, and it hasn't. So I actually have to take control of this player. And again, we talked about you can only control one. You can actually see I edit how he was going back into his zone so I can go down and get pressure to the quarterback. If I hadn't done that, this is a run to the open field. But the blocker should have moved. And just one point, the sidelines here are atrocious year after year, console after console. I don't even want them there. Take them out like you took the refs out. So we're going to take a look at another play here. Similar problems that we've experienced in Madden in the past. And while we're looking at it at speed, I just want you to understand the posture here. He is running backwards, and he is very far away from the line of scrimmage. I don't see this happening in most football games. This is something exclusive to Madden and doesn't even happen in the NFL. To have a quarterback scramble like that running backwards. Now, I want to talk about logic. I think Chris McCaffrey's a great player, but to me, seeing things like this replicated, if you want to have him miss a block, that's okay. If you want to have him get trucked because he's smaller, that's fine. You can't have this. He literally cannot be standing here. His job right now is to protect the quarterback, is to chip, is to block. He lets Houston run right past him. Why? How? Give me something other than him just standing there. Now, this is a Madden 18 issue, where all of a sudden, now Cam's an elusive quarterback, but I'm squatting. Why am I squatting rather than going to make that tackle? Why is he squatting, for that matter, after the tackle's been made? It just doesn't look fluid when you watch that happen. It looks very forced. Now, you come down, you talk about player logic, knowing other players on the field, X factors impacting a game. Why would he run right into Darius Leonard? You know, in a way, you've already gotten away with it. You've dropped back. You've had a halfback here that can't block anyone. You go 5 yards back from where you were to throw the ball. You actually make one player miss. And then rather than just throw the ball away, you just decide you're going to try to truck one of the best linebackers in the game. Now, a big part of it is also this same issue we just talked about. What is this? Why does this happen? Leonard, we know, comes off to make the tackle. He just stands here and moves his arms like he's going to catch the ball. Doesn't do anything. Again, issues only with Madden. Love to know your thoughts on this. Appreciate you checking it out. I will be back in the week with more commentary.